Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch, but the throw pulled him out of the field of play. Incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the Bulldogs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the runner takes off to his right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a 1st down and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Dogs line up with a 1st and goal. How about this on 1st and goal? A handoff to the receiver. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. No problem, knocks it right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint inside the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Keeping it on the ground here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Buckeyes are in the red zone now. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Toss play to the outside. Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes the score 7-3. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. Ball start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. It's a shotgun run call. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
And that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
So here we go. Off the huge gain they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts him up 3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good batter. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. He'll throw it now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle, but first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to extend the play. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. We'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. Quarterback drops back, looking to scramble. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation. And now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
The field goal is good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Now it's second down here. They'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's got his man open downfield. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Rush set downs for the offense after that first down completion. There's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the running back's got it again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Off the play fake on first down. They got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick this away to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Trying to build on a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He's escaping the pocket now. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Short connection to the tight end here.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He escapes the sack. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here comes a handoff. Powerful running here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
On first down, it's play action. Looking for 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's not going to make it. That's a big stop for the defense. It's still a 5-point margin. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10 now. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play any defender could.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a two-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And the offense will stay out there for a two-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Getting set. Here's second down. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. The pocket breaking down. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Now, everybody's entitled to whatever they think is best for their own defense. But, man, this quarterback is just sitting back there with all kinds of time to be able to evaluate the coverage and make a throw. This defense better get more aggressive and start getting after the quarterback.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, out the ball to 44.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And this time it's complete.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
That's when you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak. But a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. We'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker down, so hold everything. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And they've got him. The defense makes a big play on the last play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
This defense just cannot get off the field. Long march, moves on. Going to hand this off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Sticking with the running game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The offense still out there. They're going for two here. And he drops back in the gun. Catch in the end zone. Successful two-point conversion. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Makes the defender miss. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. This time it's complete. The tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Crucial moment late in the game. 3rd and inches. Which side can impose their will? Can they pick up the first on the ground? Power and great past the defender. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Plenty of time to throw, firing to the right side. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up. And there's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. Third down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this third down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, third and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now, fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
No, kick it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is one down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running back grabs it on the screen. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
The completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock is stopped.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. This offense is still clicking.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up for the sack in a crucial moment.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with the first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. So here we go. One last chance to win it in regulation and avoid the risk of overtime. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. We'll see what the play call is as the offense begins its final drive. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Here we go. One last chance for this offense to score and win it in regulation. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Play action here on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the 28, the field goal attempt to win it will be from 45 yards out. This try is no good. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Handoff to the single back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Here's the second down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's a short completion at the big tight end. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure, and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
The Dogs are in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They'll run it to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game.
Oh, no. They may have just cost themselves the game with this interception. That's the last thing you can afford to do in overtime. Now it simply comes down to, can you stop your opponent from scoring or the game is over.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow.
What a great job by this entire unit. The coaches, the players, everybody keeping their composure as this game goes into overtime. They didn't panic. They did what they needed to do, and they come out of this game with a win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.